Well, Blade Gang, we've got a new one for you today. Just out. About as just out as you can get. It seems like, if I say it's just out, somebody said, oh, we got it 3 months ago. Well, hey, it's new to me, and it was just available from White Mountain Knives. And it is called the Bulltusk. Bulltusk, maybe as in a bull elephant's tusk. What do you think? There are a number of models. I like this color combination for my fashion kit. It is Damascus. It's a stainless Damascus, likely from a billet. It is not Damas steel. That would be a bit more expensive than the $100 or so price tag, I think, on this one. A little over 100. And by the way, if you're shopping at White Mountain, as I always like to say, you can get 10% off by using my discount code, Old Sword. Go figure. This one's got the Ultem handle. They are calling it Ultem, not PEI, which is polyethyramide, which is the generic name for Ultem. Ultem's a brand name, kind of like tissue paper and Kleenex. You know, Kleenex is a brand name. We all call it Kleenex. And we'll be calling this translucent yellow plastic Ultem, no matter where it crops up, I'm sure. I'm going to show you another knife in Ultem where they're actually calling it PEI and not Ultem in a moment, and that's a Tucson that I recently did a review on. It's weight relieved. What do you think? Do you think it's weight relieved? Can we see that? Don't need to shine a flashlight in on this one. Look at that. And there's your liner lock. Deep carry clip is kind of in a bead blasted finish, which is nice. It's not overly shiny. It's deep carry. It fits on both sides. There is your milled out relieved portion. And does it have flat-headed screws? Oh my word, it does have flat-headed screws. So this is going to go in and out of the pocket quite nicely. It's got a little bit of traction to it because I'm not sure if I can show this to you well enough or not. Let's see if we can back out just a bit so we can catch focus at a closer range. It's got this surface milling. I can see it around the camera, but I'm not sure you can see it through the camera lens. But right here, you can hear that. That's what's going on. And we've got some little deeper kind of jimps right there. You can see that. Hard to show stuff on a material that's translucent, right? You know, if it was black, you'd be able to see it right away. Nice jimping and a fairly usable finger choil. It's not full size. It's like about 3/4 size maybe. So usually if they kick the heel of that blade back a little bit forward, it won't bite you. This one's sort of neutral, but you know, it's not getting me right about there. But I'd hate to just stick my finger in there fast and get a nice cut on that corner. So that's up to you whether you use that or not. Feels good in the hand. It's a full-size knife. We're going to get some measurements on it. Why not? Let's see if we can fit her all in the frame here. Like 8 1/8, right? Like 8.15-ish. Got a blade of like, we'll call that like 3.5 really. And 3.4 cutting edge. Kind of tough measuring this one for some reason. Blade stock in millimeters. Pretty thin. 2.8 in inches. 0.10. Handle. 0.47. Pretty slender for a big and tall knife. Has to go to the big and tall men's department to get a sheath, right? Actually, no, it came with one. Not a sheath, but you know what I mean. Little zipper pouch. 3.85, called that 3.86 ounces. Pretty light. And evidently, that is due to the thinner blade stock, thinner handle, and all of that grid work inside where they've removed a lot of the steel. And it is a steel liner on this knife, not titanium, not for that money. You can open it easily with the flipper tab. We've got some nice jimping there. Nice action. Drops shut pretty much. You can middle finger flick it, or you can roll it out with the thumb, or you can flick it out with the thumb. So 3 basic ways: flipper tab and 2 sides for the hole opener. It has an interestingly scalloped, I'll call that scalloped spine on it with a swedge there, but pretty high grind. And I happen to have a piece of paper here, so you know what comes next. We'll see. Oh. I just have to watch I don't cut my fingers because I don't get the 3-dimensionality if I'm looking through my viewfinder here. And I could miss. So that is the Bulltusk, brand new out from Civivi. I'll be leaving you links so you'll see some of the other models. This one, as of today, and this is going to drop the day before Thanksgiving on a Wednesday, November 22nd. That's sold out at White Mountain. You may need to locate one elsewhere. But I think you may still have the black-handled version. And I think there may be an all black. I think there's like 3 versions of it. Here is a Tucson. And because it's a newer Tucson, I can tell you that it is the 433 designed by, what is it? Night Morning. I was going to say Morning Sun. Same length, pretty close. This one's K110. And notice the difference in color on the PEI. I'm going to say PEI on this one, Ultem on this one. But Ultem comes in a lot of flavors. Also comes in a lot of different types. Some has fiber woven into it and all kinds of stuff. But it is a very stable, durable, hard to break material. I'd say right up there in the classification with G10. And if you get it with the fiber in it, and I don't know which knife manufacturers are making any with the fiber in it, you might not be able to see through. I'm not really sure. But if you look up Ultem, what is Ultem? Just Google that, U-L-T-E-M. You'll find some interesting background on this thermoplastic. This, of course, the 433 is a bar lock, aka axis lock. What else have we got lurking over here just for size? Here is the Synesis by Civivi. Also a large knife. Right in there. Well, actually taller, or longer rather, by about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. But not as tall. This is a very tall blade. And this one they're making out of, I think, either 14C or... Civivi's just getting smaller and smaller and smaller with the fonts they're using. It's 14C. You can barely see it. I mean, somebody told them don't billboard, and they took them at their word. All we got is the C there on the pivot. Same thing we've got here, the C on the pivot. And it's nice that they didn't put any billboarding on the blade because it's a nice Damascus and you don't want to mess it up. There was a knife designed by Ostap Hell. I think it was the Kratos by Concept, where they stuck his name right in the middle. And it's an ugly thing. Hard to see it actually because of the Damascus pattern. But nice knife. So pretty much coming in at 1 ounce per inch. And here we have the well-known Rat 1, Ontario Rat 1. And it is going to be a longer knife by, again, about 1/2 inch or so. Whether you get this in the fancied version here or one of the plainer versions, I think this would make a very nice everyday carry. Just really a good weight and a good size, plenty of bang for your buck, I think, particularly when you can get I think some of the other ones that are non-Damascus are coming in around 80. Don't quote me on that, but again, I'll leave you links. I don't have them up in front of me right now. But that is the Bulltusk by Civivi. See if you can grab one before Christmas. Maybe they'll be out there again in this variety. Well, let me know what you think. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe. I'll be back soon.